And what's going on? Fontaine here, www.vipsoundlab.com. And we're not going to run long on this one. This is just more or less part two of the original Logic Pro 10 template that we did for Maschine. The other one we did was more or less for audio. I felt was for those who would have a good understanding of drag and drop into MIDI, as well as having a good starting point. But some wanted something a little bit more easy geared towards the MIDI. So what I did was I put some MIDI files up in here, and I got everything already pre-tracked out and pre-set up. It's like a little, I'm not trying to make a beat. It's just like a little simple beat I put on here just so people can get into the template and tear it apart. You just log into the site, go to the member section, and download away. So this is just like a little not nothing special, just like a little quick beat just so you can hear how the template's working. So let's go ahead and play that. And I added a couple of plugins. And I added a couple of plugins on there just to, get you going and get familiar to see how things work. Because with Logic, you have like these little spaces in here where you can add like little plugins. And I'm using all Apple internal ones. So, or what you will have in Logic, nothing special. So once you open up the template, everything will work just fine. All right, so for those who want to know how to set it up without being extremely overly complex, again, because the template's done and I don't want to run too long in this video. On the Maschine track here, when you have Maschine open, okay, if I don't have it in the template, I don't know if I chose a blank pattern, but if I didn't, you would just go over here and select pattern to make a blank pattern. You have to have a blank pattern when it plays in Logic. Otherwise, what's going to happen is I think we have a little MIDI pattern in there, and if you want to do something with that, go ahead. But you're going to need pattern 2 like this here if you're going to be using it inside of Logic, because that's the Maschine 2.6.5 update, the way the arranger section works. And these sounds are going to be in the template as well, because what I'm going to do is I'm wrapping this this template up for the members for the free sounds that we give out each month. The free kit this month is going to be all these sounds right here from our Carnage HD drum kit. So you just think inputs and outputs, okay? Under your group, input, active is how, if somebody wants to do it at home. Okay, so under your sounds, inputs, MIDI, host, and all the channels are set up, as you can see right here, 1 through 16, source, host, put through activated, output, MIDI, you set up your EXTs, here's EXT1, all the way down to 16, you can see how that works. So, you get the idea, EXT1, MIDI, host 1, and here's your channels. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, plus when you go, through the template's free anyway. So you download the template, you're going to see how we have things set up in here, and it's, it's pretty easy. If this is too big, you just go ahead and click this little icon here. It shrinks it down. You have a view icon here. If you want to get back into Maschine, you go under view right here, small, medium, or large. If you want to have a bigger session here, perhaps for mixing reasons when you're over here. Let me get the fixed velocity on that. If you want to go through your sounds, or perhaps you might want a smaller view, something like this here. When you want to watch your levels, as you see, it corresponds below, which kind of basically can come in really handy, because if you're if you're coming in hot, you want to adjust the levels in here. Okay, for example, if I'm on a kick here and I want to come over here and adjust the level here, it's running a little hot, follow suit over here. So sometimes, some producers, I know some producers might want to start like -5, just for mixing reasons. Sometimes, a lot of times you get quieter in the mix, you can get louder at the end of your mix when it comes to mastering. Okay, and then you have your levels here. So, these can come in pretty handy too. For example, let me just highlight all these sections here. If you want to adjust all your levels at the same time, you can go ahead and do that. You can just press command and click. Option and click, and they'll go back to their default level here. So this can be pretty handy too, when you want to get in here and, adjust your mix. And again, we have some things pre-set up. And the corresponding MIDI channels over here, when you have these tracks set up in Maschine, basically what happens is you have this little plus icon right here. Okay, and when you click this icon, it's when it adds these extra tracks here. Okay. And then from that point, you can use the options list here. You can go to create tracks for selected channel strips. And once you do that, you have these little guys right here set up. And you see right here, the MIDI channels are over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all that stuff there. Again, sorry if I'm going really quick. I'm just, trying to really get this in really quick. I don't want this video to be too long because it's not a tutorial really. It's more or less just information. Again, the work's done on the site. And I have these preset MIDI clips here. So, when you go in here and you click on these little MIDI clips, you have your pencil tool here. You can set up your eraser tool here. So what happens is when you go on like this, you click on the notes. If you want to go down the octaves and all that good stuff there. I did it like this because I felt that would be pretty dope. So then that way it'll give a producer the chance to like really get in there. And I'm trying to erase this little MIDI note right there. Somehow it got in there. I don't know, this tool won't grab it. But let's get that little guy out of there like that. So basically what happens, let me erase that off of there. And let's go to set to region start bar. Boom. That's how you do that if it gets kind of off whack. But anyway, you can pitch the notes. Because normally what I would do is I would have it so when you go up the notes, you can go through each sound. No, I wanted to pitch the notes because then that way when you have a harmony, when you're inside Maschine, okay, let's say if you have a bass pattern, okay, and you have different bass tones, it could be boom down here and like really boom, boom, boom up here. You need these scales so that way your bass, you don't lose the harmony in your bass notes or things like that. Plus it gives you opportunity to pitch notes and hi-hats and snares and stuff like that. So, it's really dope. You can just press X and you can switch between your mixer and, your clips here. And Command S is when you want to save your session. You might want to get familiar with that. All right, so that's pretty much it, man. Without getting too complex, it's your boy Fontaine. If you're not a member of VIPSoundlab.com, head over. We have a basic membership that's $9.99 with no monthly fees. Again, I repeat, no monthly fees. You can go as far as a platinum membership. We have a new 1 terabyte hard drive right now that you can order that has 134 Kontakt and Maschine expansions bundled, all custom created by us, all royalty free. So, if you guys want to get some banging drum samples, for those who do use our sound design kits, we hire independent sound designers from all over the world. And we hire a lot of independent developers too. I also do Kontakt 5 scripting myself. So if you need a Kontakt 5 plugin developed, get at me because I've gotten really efficient at that. So again, the members, log in, head to the member section, look for the template icon, click on it, download this template. Again, this is for the MIDI setup. We released the audio clip one the other day. That one's more geared towards, if you want to do your mastering inside Logic, time stretching samples and things of that nature. Or, if you want to get both templates and maybe combine both of them together and have a combination of both, that would be dope as well. All right, so that's pretty much it. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.